MLB The Show Saturday night in St. Louis, Missouri. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the San Francisco Giants and the St. Louis Cardinals. First pitch is coming up. Michael Wacha, the right-hander from the state of Iowa, gets the starting assignment. EK, what's the word on him?
Remember, guys, this is someone that will come at you with 4 different pitches. He'll change velocity, he'll go up and down, the break on the pitches makes it a real challenge for a hitter.
Joe Panik heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Second baseman, number 12.
And our first pitch is taken for ball 1 as we're officially underway tonight here in St. Louis. And Eric, as we take a look at the Cardinals entering play here tonight, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
But always important to play good baseball in front of the home crowd, and they were fortunate to get this series off on the right foot in Game 1. They'll hope to continue their winning ways here in Game number 2.
And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game. And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, Matty, when Buster Posey is in the lineup, he's a guy you have to keep your eye on. He enters the day among the leaders in the AL and runs batted in, and he's just a huge part of this lineup. Seems like when he goes, they go. We'll see if that's the case again in this one.
Hit to short. Peralta's there. Throw on to first, and Pence is turned away here for route number 2. And with a quick breather here, a look at the defense for the St. Louis Cardinals. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, this defense really revolves around the catcher. Very good back there, blocks a lot of the balls, guides that pitching staff. Really the most important guy on this defense.
Buster Posey will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, that was a rough one yesterday, but he's still hitting over 300 in his last 10 games.
Wacha gets the sign. First pitch on the way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Here's a high pop-up. Piscotty is there for it. And that's the 3rd out. Giants are down 1-2-3. And now the Cardinals get their first shot at it here. No score. Jeff Samardzija, the right-hander out of Indiana, will be doing the pitching in this one. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, you take a look right here. Right-handed hitters are hitting less than 250 against him. He's had his way with them.
Matt Carpenter comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The third baseman, number 13, Matt Carpenter.
Hit in the air out toward left. And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Steve, what's the key for them here tonight?
Well, I think they need clutch hits. They need the big hits with guys in scoring position because they're towards the top of the league in OBP. But if you're not going to get the big hit, you can put guys on base all you want. If they don't score, you're not winning.
Into the box, Brandon Moss. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Yeah, Rusty Valentine. What a great name. Besides that, he's known for being pretty spot on when it comes to calling pitches on the corners. If he misses one, it's usually up or down.
And he falls behind 0-2. Right side and right into the shift. And that's through for a hit.
Yeah, a one-out base runner here in the bottom of the first. Now you got the 3, 4, 5 guys coming up. Let's see if they can turn this into the first run of the ball game.
Matt Holliday gets his first shot now, and he's working on a modest 5-game hitting streak. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Runners going. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count, 0-1. And Holliday will not offer at that one. It's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Nothing inside here, at least not to start the at-bat, and I imagine that's by design.
Yeah, they'll give him right field. They just don't want him to turn on something.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Now a sharply hit ball back up the middle. In there, a base hit.
Well, that base hit is going to get his hit streak to 6 games now, so he's swinging it.
Stephen Piscotty.
Stephen Piscotty will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Come on, you look at the numbers on this guy, and you have to wonder, why does he continue to be in the lineup? He's got 1 hit in his last 10 games. Come on.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And he misses with it, 1-1. Slapped hard the opposite way. Pence is there, 2 down. And with that, let's take a look at the defense for the San Francisco Giants. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, one of the most entertaining players to watch in the outfield we'll have an opportunity to see in this one. Hunter Pence. He doesn't always look smooth, kind of gangly, sometimes even awkward, but he gets the job done and comes up with some fantastic plays.
Yadier Molina will stand in, and as you take a look at the splits there, he's actually a better hitter against right-handed pitching this season. Hot shot to third, and just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
And there's just another good first inning at bat right there. This is going to load the bases now, 2 outs. And this is where you got to make sure that you make that guy pay for all the early base runners he's given up. You cannot let this guy wiggle off the hook and strand the bases loaded.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
And when he's in a jam, he's going to reach back for a little something extra on that fastball. Boy, that's nice to have in reserve.
Lined hard toward right center. And that's in there. Base hit. And he is in there. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 2-0 ball game.
And I got a feeling the last thing these guys want to do is get someone up in the bullpen here in the first inning. And they might not have a choice because this is 4 hits against them already. And that last one was smoked.
Johnny Peralta will stand in, and as you can see, he's had troubles here in his own ballpark. He's much better away from home. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And he's not stopping as third base coach Jose Oquendo's waving him in. And the run is in to score from second. Throws there, and he is neat at home plate. So they pick up 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a runner left. It's on to inning number 2 now in St. Louis. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Giants nothing. Brandon Belt makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Number 9, Brandon Belt.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Well, you got to figure that this guy's going to come out here free and easy here in the second. He's got a 3-run cushion already. No reason not to come right after these guys.
And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Well, you figure that curveball is going to be an important pitch for him going forward.
Yeah, I think it might even tell the story of how well he fares here tonight because he's going to need to mix his speeds against a lineup like this. But once they start sitting on pitches, it could be trouble.
Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth, shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
Brandon Crawford will stand in here, and like so many others, hitless in the shutout last night.
Well, it seems like it's going from bad to worse. He had a bad day yesterday, and he's hitting under 200 in his last 10.
Into the seats, 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Waka's ready. Here's the 0-2. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Batting sixth.
Now, these infielders have been busy early on, and that's another ground ball out for them. Probably not going to be the last one we see either.
Matt Duffy will stand in, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Giants down in order. Still down 3-0. Colton Wong will stride forward now, looking to keep that hit streak alive. Currently at 6 games entering play.
Wong.
Into the windup and the pitch. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. And strike 3 called as he gets a little help there. 1 away.
You know, and I think most hitters will tell you, if you get a bad call on strike 1 or strike 2, you know, they can live with that. But if you're going to punch me out on strike 3, it better be a strike. If not, I feel like you're taking the bat out of my hands.
Stepping in now, Michael Wacha. As Samardzija will get ahead of him here with strike 1.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Swing and a liner. Foul. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. So back-to-back strikeouts for him here to start the inning. And you see there on the lower part of your screen, his total places him 3rd best on this Giant ball club.
Yeah, I mean, strikeouts aren't a huge part of his game, but clearly he gets his fair share. Regardless, he's obviously an important part of this pitching staff.
First delivery to him on the way. Matt Carpenter is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
That evens it up 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. Good late break to the slider. 87 on the gun there. It's 1-2.
Well, much better here in the 2nd inning. To me, he looked a little bit tentative early on. It's starting to look like he's finding the rhythm now.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Back goes Pagan, but he can't get a 2-out double.
Now batting.
So some life with 2 away as he's into 2nd with the opposite field double. And you see there on the lower part of your screen, his total places him 3rd best on this Cardinals ball club. Endon Moss will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double.
And this is really where you earn your money. Runner on 2nd, 2 outs. Let's see what he can do here.
Hard but foul as this one forces the 3rd base coach to dance out of danger. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. Denard Span will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the 3rd inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
He pulls this one into right, and the Giants are officially into the hit column. There's their first base hit.
Maybe these guys are going to start getting a little more aggressive here early in the count. This is the first pitch of the inning, and he's on base here to kick things off.
Angel Pagan gets his first try now, and he's seen that average climb the last week or so. Throw over to the bag, but the runner's back easily.
Just checking.
Waka comes set. Here's the first pitch. A pitch out. The throw. And just great defensive baseball there as they will nail him at second on the pitch out.
You know, some managers don't like to call for the pitch out right away, thinking if they guess wrong, it changes the whole at bat. But here, they had a good idea he'd be running, and turns out they were right.
Drilled to the right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Not a bad guy to have hitting in your 8 spot. You know, that guy's no slouch up there, and he comes through with a solid single here.
Jeff Samardzija comes to the plate, possibly receiving a bunt sign in order to stay out of the double play.
Yeah, and everybody's got a different opinion on this situation. But in reality, it really comes down to how the pitcher is with the bat in his hands and what he can do.
Tries to get the bunt down here, but this is foul, and we'll see if he tries it again. Waka a check at first, and he'll get back in standing.
Simple throw over there.
Misses the bunt attempt, and we'll see what's up now on 0-2.
2 pitches out of the strike zone and 2 failures to get the bunt down. Now what are they going to do 0-2?
And they'll try and play for 1 here as he gets this one down. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
Well, this is a nice job here of giving himself up. You see him square and put this ball down over toward the right side of the infield, and that's just where you want it to be. They do put the tag on him, but, hey, he gets the job done.
Here's Joe Panik. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
The 1-0 delivery. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. On the ground up the middle. And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. The throw home, and they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
That's a good approach right there with 2 away. He's just going to shorten up the stroke and take it right back up the middle. That'll be good enough to get the job done and pick up the 2-out RBI.
Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Hit sharply on the ground to the left, and that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Yeah, just a nice job of hitting that time. You can see he's got a strong top hand there, and he just hooks this one into the hole for a 2-out single.
Buster Posey stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
And giving up hits is one thing, but judging by that pitch, he doesn't have any consistency with that release point. He's all over the place.
Looking to minimize the damage here. High in the air out to center field. Number 41 is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Giants will have to be content with just the one. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Giants 1. Matt Holliday digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Hot shot down the line, but this will get foul for strike 2. 0-2 pitch. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. High and deep to left center field. Back goes Span, still going back. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. And he's getting close. With that home run, he's just one away from number 200 for his career.
Well, this is not a number that's going to put him among the all-time greats or anything. But there are so many players out there, both current and former major leaguers, who'd love to say they had 200 dingers. Heck, I only hit 19.
First baseman number 55.
Into the box now, Stephen Piscotty. Chopped weakly to the left. To his left, Duffy. On to first. Field was safe, but it was definitely a bang-bang play and tough for us to tell at full speed.
Well, here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when we saw it live, and I'll tell you what, it's still tough to tell from that angle. We're going to have to see what the dugout decides.
And it looks like a no from the bench, so they will not challenge the play, and the call will stand with the runner safe at first base. Reined in to second for one. On to Belt, and they turn to a double play.
Down in the strike zone, and that's very tough to elevate. It's going to wind up being an easy double play ball.
Standing in now, number 41. As Samardzija will get ahead of him here with strike 1.
That thing's knee-high on the outside third of the plate. Pretty understandable why he couldn't catch up with that one.
Belted high and deep into right center. Back goes Pence. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. 5-1.
One of the keys for him getting the victory in his last start, he did not allow a home run in that outing. But this is now 2 home runs he's served up here in the first few innings. You can bet there's a bit of concern over there in that dugout.
Here's Johnny Peralta now.
Number 27.
As he'll swing at the first pitch and send one on the ground. Rick Harrison, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Brand. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Well, this guy has thrown a first pitch strike to about 50% of the batters he's faced. He's pitching well, but those numbers could be pumped up a little bit.
Here's a swing and a ball hit into the air to left center and shallow. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
That's just a highlight reel catch right there. If this one skips by him, you could be looking at some extra bases. So the pitcher's very excited about making that play.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. As he'll pop this one fouled off to the left, and it's strike 1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Wong is there. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the 4th.
Third baseman, number 5, Matt Duffy.
Matt Duffy stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. This is flared right back over the mound. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single. Denard Span is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. Now this is popped up, but Molina should have room behind the plate. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. 1 left for San Francisco. They're down here 5-1. Colton Wong is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
Splitter here, and it's taken for strike 1.
And you kind of wonder if he's learned anything out there. There's another pitch right down the middle. I think he's lucky that that one didn't get hit a long way.
Samardzija into the windup. 0-1 on its way. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Boy, they're just hacking at everything. I mean, everything.
Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Trying to strike him out for the second time. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. Third and final game of this 3-game set comes your way Sunday afternoon. That's tomorrow as you see the pitchers scheduled to take the mound in the series finale. Michael Wacha is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Boy, he just dominated that at-bat right there. You want to see a power pitcher go right through a guy? This is a three-pitch see you later right here. Have a seat.
Here's Matt Carpenter. As he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball one.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
Hit hard toward the right side. And this is past Belt on down the line. A fair ball. Around first, on his way to second now. And he'll make it in there with a two-out double.
And another hard hit ball off of him right there. That's not the first one he's allowed so far. As you take a look at his line, not too much to write home about right there. This has not been one of his better performances at all.
Brandon Moss will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. Sent on the ground out to second. And nothing will come of the two-out double as the inning is over. 1 left for the Cardinals. They're up 5-1. Angel Pagan heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game. So just chip away, chip away.
Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire. Waka steps into his windup. Here's the first pitch. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now this is popped up, but Molina should have room behind the plate, and he's retired here 1 away.
Well, that'll be a frustrating at-bat for him. Now, he's got to be thinking he let one get away there because, that's a pitch he should have been able to handle.
In now, Jeff Samardzija. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Can't connect there on the breaking ball. 1-1.
Oh, and I like that he went right back to that curveball there after the check swing.
Yeah, you almost got him once. Try it again and see if he can hold off twice.
It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
You want to talk about throwing a fastball in a guy's kitchen? He came in, sat down, had a cup of coffee with him. You aren't going to tie a guy up any better than that.
Here's Joe Panik. Line drive to center field. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Yeah, trying to come inside with the fastball, but this doesn't get in as far as he probably would have liked. And this ball gets shot right back up the middle.
Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence, as he gets under the first pitch and sends a fly ball out toward right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Matt Holliday set to lead things off when we come back. It's the Cardinals 5 and the Giants 1. And there is Matt Holliday now. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
Matt Holliday.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
And that is not good.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Pagan moves over. Makes the play, 1 away.
First baseman number 55, Stephen Piscotty.
Stephen Piscotty steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And that's in there for strike 1. Line to the right side, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
The catcher, number 4, Yadier Molina.
Yadier Molina will dig in here. 1-for-2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Surprised that the bullpen hasn't swung into action yet?
Yeah, you know, now that you mention it, I think I'd at least get a couple guys up there scurrying around down there, or thinking about ordering a pizza or something.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. 5 runs, 11 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. In the air now out to left field. Pagan has it in his tracks, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, number 41.
Number 41 will step in now. 2-for-2, including a home run thus far.
Yeah, having a pretty good one so far. We'll see if they pitch him any differently right here in this at-bat.
And a high strike there, 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Ready with the 0-2. High in the air out towards shallow right. Pence is there. And that ends the inning. Cards leave one. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Buster Posey makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Catcher number 28, Buster Posey.
Hit out towards second. Wong has it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
And that's a big break for him right there. When you've already thrown 5 tough innings and you're looking at having to go right through the heart of the lineup, to get a first pitch out to start off the inning is certainly welcome.
Brandon Belt comes forward for another shot after being robbed of a hit in his last at-bat.
Yeah, it was an absolute showstopper. All you can do is get back up there and try to hit the ball hard once again.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Holiday is under it. 2 down.
Yeah, it's not like he needed any help. He's pitching well enough as it is, but this is now 2 pitches and 2 outs here in the inning. And he's growing more and more confident with every passing batter.
Brandon Crawford will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Waka looks in. Here's the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Giants are down 1-2-3. They're down 5-1. Johnny Peralta gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
The shortstop, Johnny.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. George Cantos will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the 6th.
Number 70, George Cantos.
Johnny Peralta will lead things off for the Redbirds here in their half of the 6th inning.
Johnny Peralta.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
And sometimes it doesn't quite matter how hard a thrower a guy is. If he can locate, he's going to be successful. The location here is absolutely spot on. Right on the inside corner. That's a tough, tough pitch.
Colton Wong will stand in, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Hit sharply toward the right side, but this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out.
The minute he hits that, he's thinking it's a base hit all the way, but this is one of those situations where you get penalized for hitting the ball too hard. And this stayed up long enough to find the outfielder's glove out there.
Into the box, Michael Wacha, as he'll take strike one on the inside corner. We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. They're up 5-1. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. 7th inning upon us with the Cardinals out on top, and it's time to check out the game summary to see how we got here. Leading off the inning, Matt Duffy, and they'll need him to get something going here. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here comes the first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Under it is the center fielder. He's got it one away.
Center fielder number 2.
And you know, he really doesn't have to throw that changeup all that much for it to be an effective pitch. And you can see what his breakdown is so far.
Denard Span will stand in. He's singled and popped out in his first 2 at-bats. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
As a hitting coach, that's what you want your hitters to do. Hit the ball right back up the middle. You get into bad habits when you try to pull everything, but here just stays right on it and picks up a solid 1-out single.
Striding into the box, Angel Pagan, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Decent numbers, but nothing amazing from the left side of the plate so far this season.
Runners off for second. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around third, here's Span for the plate. And the run will score all the way from first. It's now a 5-2 game.
Well, you know what? It's not too late to make a game of this after all. They're going to get a run back here on the RBI double, and even though there's not a lot of outs left, at least they're going to make these guys sweat a little.
Gregor Blanco will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 7, Gregor Blanco.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Carpenter near the bag at third. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Popping it up is bad enough, but doing it on the first pitch, you know, and out of the zone to boot. I mean, this just is not a good AB. I can tell you that.
Joe Panik comes forward now, and he's got to get on base any way he can with that possible tying run standing behind him in the on-deck circle.
Find a way to get it done. That's what it's all about right here. Give your guys a chance to make something big happen.
Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike.
And this has been a common problem for all of these guys. They just can't lay off that pitch down and away.
Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. Carpenter is there for it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Giants pick up a run on the Angel Pagan double. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the Cardinals 5 and the Giants 2. Josh Osich will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Josh Osich.
Into the box now, Matt Carpenter. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
And he takes ball 1. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Up in the zone for him, and he takes a called strike 2.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And this is fouled back and out of play. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Pagan has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning.
This crowd oohs and ahs every time this guy hits a fly ball. But he didn't get all of that one, and it's pretty much a can of corn.
Brandon Moss will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
5 runs, 11 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Boy, and in the first 2 games of this series, he's already struck out a total of 4 times now. You get to where you just hate taking that walk back to the dugout. I'll tell you, it's a very frustrating feeling.
Matt Holliday will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Tried to hold back, but this is popped up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. And Holliday will not offer at that one. It's a ball and a strike. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2. On the ground to 3rd. Duffy scoops it up. And the throw is wide as he couldn't keep his foot on the bag that time. And we'll have to see how they want to score that play.
You know, this is one of those cases where you have to know who your runner is out there. I mean, this is not exactly Ichiro busting down the line. He's got plenty of time to make this play, but he fires wildly, and they're going to hit him with an error.
Stepping in now, Stephen Piscotty, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Ground ball right side. Belt will take this one himself, and that ends the inning. Hunter Pence will start things out when we come back. It's the Cardinals 5 and the Giants 2. Hunter Pence will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Belted high in the air out to left. Holiday going back, still ranging back. And this one is gone, a home run. It's a solo shot here for Hunter Pence. 8th home run on the season for him, and it's a 5-3 game now.
You want to talk about instant offense? How about the first pitch of the inning? He's just hoping to get ahead here with a first pitch strike, but now all of a sudden, he's got a guy circling the bases.
There goes Cardinal manager Mike Matheny on his way out to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. 7 solid innings for him in this one as he gave his club a very strong outing indeed. Kevin Segrist is on to work as he'll take over here in the 8th.
Number 46, Kevin Segrist.
Buster Posey will be the first one to greet him as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run.
When you're 0 for 3 in a game already, I think you're really happy to see a new pitcher in this ballgame. Maybe something will change for him.
And the first pitch here is below the knees, but he gets him to chase it, and it's 0-1.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
On the ground to the left side. Taken in by Carpenter. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
You know, this guy's been a savior out of the bullpen for this team so far this season. His ERA is under 2 coming into play, and he gets the first man to greet him right here.
Brandon Belt digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. To first. Oh, what a stop on the slide. He's up with it. The throw. It's in time.
No way. That was awesome.
Brandon Crawford.
Brandon Crawford strides in, grounded out his last time through. First offering on its way. Hit hard to short, right to Peralta. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1 for the Giants. Bye-bye, baby. Hunter Pence leaves the yard. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's the Cardinals 5 and the Giants 3. Now in the box, Yadier Molina. He flew out in his last at-bat. Hunter Strickland is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Number 60, Hunter Strickland.
Yadier Molina gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point.
Yadier Molina.
And this will find the seats behind. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention. I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. And this is handled out there by Span for the first out. Still anyone's ball game. 5-3 is our score as we take a look now at the starter comparison to see how these two guys fared in the matchup. Number 41 will be the batter. 2 for 3 with a home run thus far.
Yeah, having a solid performance in this one. Definitely been a bright spot for them offensively.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Yeah, that finds a zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
Line toward the alley in left center. And this is into the gap for his 3rd hit of the night, and it'll be good for extra bases. Around second. He'll try for 3rd. The relay throw. Well, he is in there with a triple.
The shortstop.
Don't look now, but he's closing in on what might be an historic performance. He's got a single, he's got a homer. Now he's got a triple to go along with the other 2. If he could come up with a double next time up, he could put his name in the record books.
Johnny Peralta strides forward now with a very important insurance run standing over at 3rd.
Yeah, this one's been a well-played, close game, so that's a big run down there.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Yeah, he started to go up the ladder there, but then he realized in time that he wasn't going to get there.
1 out and a runner on 3rd. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1.
Corner paint right there, 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
1-1, here it is. Here's a ground ball, and it's going to get on through the hole into left field. A base hit. Trotting in to score is the runner from 3rd, and that'll push the lead up to 3 here in the 8th.
Well, I don't think they're in the clear just yet, but things are starting to look a little bit better after that at-bat. That makes this a 3-run lead now, 6-3. And now the hope is that the back end of that bullpen can go ahead and just finish this one off.
Colton Wong steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. And there he goes towards second. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Ouch. That's a rough night at the ballpark here. 3rd strikeout. One thing you can't do, though, you can't go into that dugout hanging your head. You got to think, hey, it's over. I'll get another shot to redeem myself. Whether that's tonight or sometime in the future, that's the attitude you have to have.
Number 32, Matt Adams.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
And he might have been on the on-deck circle just saying, man, I get one at-bat and it's against this guy? Thanks a lot.
A runner on first with 2 away. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
It's just so hard to sit curveball when the pitch before is 96. It's almost something where you sit on one pitch because you can't cover both of them.
Up the middle and off the pitcher's leg. No chance to make the play. Let's just hope he's okay on the mound. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Digging in, Matt Carpenter, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate.
Nope.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
Swung on and chopped toward the hole. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Cards forced to settle for 1. 9th inning coming up. The Cardinals are out in front, 6-3. Nice shot of downtown St. Louis as we're set for the 9th inning here from Busch Stadium. Trevor Rosenthal is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 44, Trevor Rosenthal.
Kicking off the top of the 9th, Matt Duffy, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
Hit back up the middle. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. 2 outs away from a victory here that you'd have to say will be a rather convincing one.
And you know, Matt, in every phase of the game, hitting, pitching, defense, it all favors the home side here. Top to bottom, they've been the better team.
Denard Span will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Pretty fortunate he was able to keep this ball fair. This is pretty close down the line. You see it winding up, one hopping the wall down there, and that allows him to cruise into second with 2 bases.
Standing in now, Angel Pagan. And a breaking ball backs him out of the way. 1-0 the count. But one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, and with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
1 out and a runner on second base. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Rosenthal's ready. Here's the 1-1. Back up and this is off the second base bag. Around third, here's Span for the plate. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
The pitcher, number 60, Hunter Strickland.
Jarrett Parker will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 6, Jarrett Parker.
Squared that one up just a little late. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this is right past Molina and back to the screen. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, he's in this game here trying to close this thing out, but he just made his job a little more difficult here in the 9th inning. This one gets away, and that will most certainly be scored as a wild pitch.
Runner at second here with one man out. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
One thing we can say about this game, neither team's been afraid to swing the bat. I mean, here we are this late into the ball game, and we still haven't seen our first walk.
Joe Panik makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Off the plate and low here, ball 1. And now the wheels spin in that first base dugout.
Oh, that man right there's got to be sweating bullets. Hard to say I blame him at all.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. That's lifted the other way out to left. Holiday's after it, and he tracks it down. And this ball game is over.
Well, this one certainly wasn't a spotless finish, that's for sure. He does surrender a run, but he also gets the final out here to pick up the save.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3 hits, including a home run. Without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Cardinals win it 6-4. Good night from St. Louis.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals. 6 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Giants, 4 runs on 11 hits. 1 error. They left 6 men on base. The winning pitcher is Michael Wacha. His record is now 6-3. Credit the save to Trevor Rosenthal. He's 15. The loss goes to Jeff Samardzija. He falls to 6-3. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 19 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Busch Stadium, a sellout of 46,000. The Cardinals would like to thank you for joining us in baseball heaven and remind you to please drive home safely. Have a good night.